Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is my very first YouTube video. I hope you like it. I did do this makeup look, so if you want to see how I did it, then keep on watching. Oh, wait. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that you can get notified every time I make a new video. Let's get on to the movie. Not the movie. Let's get on to the video. Okay, so I already have my eyebrows on because, let's get real, they take a long time. So we will just go on with the eyeshadow. I'm going to do an eyebrow tutorial on my channel, so look out for that. So what I used was the Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really like it. Go right into the eyeshadow. Before I put on eyeshadow, I am going to prep my eyelids with some concealer, and I'm just going to put that here on my hand. And now while I'm doing my makeup, as you saw in the title or in the description, I will be just giving you some facts about myself and get to know me type of thing. This is going to be a very chill video, a very just laid back, do my makeup, talk to you guys, give you some just information about myself, just who I am, what I do, or what's going on. And not necessarily so much as a tutorial of step by step. Those will come later in the channel. So my legal name is Rebecca Salazar. Growing up, I don't know, everybody's just always called me Becky. I guess it started with my parents calling me Becky, and then after hearing it for so long, when I went to school, I would tell the teachers that I preferred being called Becky. Until college that I started going by Rebecca. But that's why my channel is called Becky's Beauty, because Becky is what everybody's known me as. Okay, so I'm going over to the other eye. Now I almost dropped my concealer. Let me get a wipe. I am 35 years old. I was born in I am from the Rio Grande Valley in Texas, the very tip of Texas. I was born in Harlingen, Texas, raised in San Benito. So now I have been married for 3 years, 3.5 years. That's us up there. That's my husband and I. So when we first got together, or when we met, we were in the Rio Grande Valley. We were in San Benito. But he is from San Antonio, so we moved out here to San Antonio, and this is where we are now, in the San Antonio area. So of course he has most of his family here. He has he has many friends here, so for him it wasn't difficult to just come back and start all over, or come back and get a new job and stuff like that, because he's from here. I, on the other hand, had a difficult time. Not so much a difficult time of the city, but just being away from my family. I had never been away from my family. I'm now 4 hours away from them, so I don't get to see them as often as I'd like to, or as often as he promised before bringing us over. Green tea. But things are going good. So we don't have any children, and I stopped doing my makeup. He has 2 sons, so I am a stepmom. But they don't live with us. The oldest did live with us for a while. He is now, he's working with his dad, but he doesn't live here with us. And the youngest will be moving in with us later this year. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead with the eyeshadow. I'm going to start with burnt orange with just a crease brush, and place it right here. But if there's anything in particular that you'd like to know, I mean, just leave a comment down in the description box and I'll answer it. But just random facts about myself is pretty much that. I mean, right now, as I mentioned, we are in the San Antonio area, which is very different because and those of you that don't know San Benito, which is going to be a lot of you guys because it's a very small little city, it's very slow paced. Like, there's really nothing to do there. There's stores, you can go shopping, but there's not like big stores, or there's no real entertainment. So then moving over to San Antonio, there's so much more to do. The traffic is crazy over here. I don't drive in San Antonio because of the traffic, and it's been 3 years and I still don't trust the traffic. So I'm usually just home, or I travel in the outsides of San Antonio, but not like on their expressways and stuff. Oh, I got an itch in my ear. So I'm just bringing that burnt orange color up and blending it. So yeah, I got here about 3.5 years ago, and I don't really talk to anybody out here. I don't know anybody. I mean, other than his family, of course. I do talk to them, I visit them, or they visit me, or we talk, or whatever. But as far as friends, they're all back home. They're all back home, 4 hours away. So, I mean, we don't catch up as often as we'd like to. But we do still talk and message each other or things like that. But I'm a loner out here. Okay, so I'm going in with Love Letter now. And again, I'm starting in the same point and bringing it up. So I'd really like to know where you guys are from. I know obviously right now there aren't very many of you guys subscribe to my channel, but I'd like to know where everybody's from, what do you do, things like that. So I think I've always been interested in makeup, and it's weird because I don't know how I started getting interested in makeup. Maybe the girls at school, because of my family, nobody really wore makeup. At least not that I remember. I know my mom didn't. My aunts don't. So I don't know how I got into makeup, but I did start liking makeup from a young age. Of course, I started, like many of you, as just a lipstick. Just a lipstick every day. And then we steadily moved into eyeliner. And we didn't know how to do it back then, but we did it. Okay, I'm taking way too long on this shadow, right? I'm not doing anything with it. Okay, so now I'm going to move into Cypress Umber. But yeah, leave a comment down below on how you started, or who inspired you to start doing your makeup. I'll tell you this though, the first YouTuber that I started watching on doing her makeup was Jaclyn Hill, and it might have been the same for a lot of you guys, because in that time that I know of, or that I think she was pretty much the only one, or she was the biggest one that was doing YouTube video. But what I would watch her, or she was recommended to me, because I have dry skin and she had dry skin. I'm not too sure on her current skin routine now, but I know that when asking around, her name kept coming up because of the same skin type as far as dry skin. So it was literally like, so Jaclyn bought this palette, now I want this palette. Or Jaclyn did this, so I want to do this. But But I really only stuck with her videos for a very long time. Now, of course, you have so many of us doing makeup. And I still love Jacqueline, don't get me wrong. Okay. So I'm going back with the concealer. Oh, so another thing that I've already done, of course, in the morning I washed my face. I've already put on my collagen serum. I've already put on my moisturizer. I've already put on a pore filler primer. And another thing that I always like to do before I start my makeup is I put on prep it before I exfoliate my lips. Now, as you know, I'm not going anywhere. At this point, and today is Monday, I don't know what today is. Monday, May the 4th. So I'm sure you know by now, a lot of the states are still in quarantine, so I wouldn't really leave the house even before quarantine, so I'm not going anywhere. But I do like to do my makeup though, just so that I can be here around the house and things. Just to keep me a little sane during the madness. Now my eyes are a little hooded, so I like to come a little higher than my crease. Okay, I'm going back with Cypress Umber. Just to deepen that up. And on the lid, I'm going to go in with Mercier. Okay, just like that. Now I am going to I have a color switch. I'm going to take off a little bit of that Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to sweep that in a little just so that the line won't be so harsh. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead onto the next eye. And I'm probably going to fast forward it. Okay, so now that I've done the lid space, I'm gonna go in with burnt orange again and sweep it down here on the bottom. I have some concealer built up, so I'm just gonna sweep that here. And with Cypress Umber, I'm just going to line my lash line. And drag that down. Okay, now other eye, go back with burnt orange. Okay, now I usually do my lashes right after my eyes. I know a lot of girls do their makeup first and then do their lashes. I always do my lashes first, so that's what we're going to do. I am going to just put some mascara. The mascara I've been using a lot lately is the Milani, the waterproof one. I really like this mascara. I do always curl my lashes as well. So let me just do that. I have concealer all over my pants. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna put mascara. You know what? Let me clean this off. I'm getting my lashes. I'm just going to use the Lorella lashes, the style Hot Mess, because I'm a hot mess. Now I have used these lashes so many times, so I don't have to cut them, anything like that. And I just use my Duo Lash Glue. So what else can I tell you about myself? I did grow up, or I was born into a Christian home. My father is a pastor of a church, so growing up, my parents weren't strict, but there were many rules that we had to abide by. But we never got to like have sleepovers, things like that. We did have little sleepovers, but with girls from the church or family, never like friends from school. But you come to think about it, I didn't really have many, so. So when I don't wear liner, a thing that I do like to do is line the corner of my eye, just so that it won't look like my eyelashes flying away. This is a little trick that I got from Let's Do Makeup here on YouTube. Do you know her? Just kidding, everybody knows her. But she's the one I got this little trick from. I did go a little higher than I wanted to though, so just gonna clean that up a little. And then just go in. Okay, now do So as I mentioned before, I did already put in my primer. So I'm just going to go on ahead with my foundation. And today I'm going to use the L'Oreal, the Infallible Pro Glow. This is a 24-hour foundation. Now, I am using the Pro Glow because my skin is dry. So if you have oily skin, I know they do have a matte finished foundation. So you might want to look into that. And I'm just going to buff it out with a kabuki brush. And I'm just going to, I was trying to do it on the viewfinder, but I need a mirror. I think I'm running out. Oh, there. And I'm just going to tap it in. I'm going to bring it down my neck. And my nose. I just need to make sure that I don't have any brush strokes. Now, because I'm not going anywhere, I'm just gonna go ahead and not use any cream contours. I'm going to be using powder contours. So for that, I am going to set my face. And I'm going to use the Mercier or Mercier powder. And I'm just going to put some onto the cap. So the first thing I'm going to do is, you know what, let's do concealer first. I'm going to use the Shape Tape by Tarte. This is in light medium. And with a damp sponge, I'm just going to tap it in. Between the brows. So what else can I tell you about myself? There really isn't anything interesting about me. I don't have a special talent. I don't have anything like that. I can't put my whole fist in my mouth. You want to see? Just kidding. That was a reference of Mean Girls, by the way, of the movie. In case you didn't know. So I'm just setting the concealer with a little bit of powder. And I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Does it ever happen to you that as soon as you start putting foundation on your nose and powder on your nose starts running? That's what's going on right now. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with bronzer and contour. So for bronzer, or you know what? I'm going to use this. It's Cristal Cosmetics Piel Morena. She is working on a restock. If you don't follow her, you should. This is what it looks like. I did stick my finger in it, my nail in the contour, so that's why it is. I'm just switching brushes. Let me do this one. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the bronzer first. other side. So what else about me? I like long walks on the beach. You know, I used to live about, I would say 30 minutes away from South Padre Island, from the beach. And I would hardly ever go. And now that I live further away, now that I'm 4 hours away, I want to go. But I think I was just always scared of the beach. It's just something you need to be careful with. Especially because you hear stories about people getting lost at the beach. I think right now, because we were in quarantine, like the beaches were closed, and now that they've opened, I think they've been open for like a week, and I believe somebody has already died lost at the beach. So it's nice to be out there, but it's scary at times because of the waves. You really need to know like the tides and the currents and all of that. And plus my mom doesn't know how to swim, so she could never take us over. I mean, we would go obviously, but it's not something she liked to do because, I mean, as a mom you want to make sure that your kids are safe. Or at least that's why I think she wouldn't take us. Contour my brows up my nose real quick. And I'll just blend that out. Okay. And I'm just going to put a little bit of contour underneath. Get my hairs out of the way. And blend that. The other side. I know my mom's gonna watch this video and be like, we used to take you to the beach, don't lie. I didn't say we never went, just we wouldn't go often. Oh, by the way, this cute little mirror is from Lorella Cosmetics. It's has lights. Let me try to hide my double chin right here. I like this palette because it has everything. It has the bronzer, the contour, the face powder. It has the face highlight, the eye highlight, and the blush. It's a great palette to have like for traveling as well. But like I mentioned, right now it is she is working on the restock, so keep an eye out for that. Because of the whole coronavirus thing, the shipping is and the production is slowed down, but she is working on that restock. And it's just it looks very pink on the palette, but it's just a subtle little blush. It's cute. Okay, so at this point what I like to do is I like to set my face. Let me see. I've been liking this Bretman Rock and Wet n Wild, the Jungle Rock setting spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face before I put my highlight. Okay, I just love the mist on it. Okay, let it dry a little bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use, from that same palette, I'm going to use this face highlight and just apply it here and here and here and here. And here. Okay, just add a little bit more. And I'm gonna go ahead with the eye highlight. What else am I missing? I'm gonna go back in with the mascara. Now I did get my new Live Glam, and I haven't opened them. I want to use Muffin and Teddy Bear, but I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips with the Muffin. And I believe I have another teddy bear that's already open, so I'm going to use that instead of the new one. Okay, who stole my mirror? I put it in the drawer. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let me exfoliate my lips. I'm just gonna do it with the Live Glam also. This is in Mint to Be. Okay. This is the teddy bear that was already open, so I'm just gonna use this. And it's a perfect combination. But that is the final look. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell right next to it so that you can get notified every time I upload. At this point, my plan is to upload at least once a week, just so that we can get the kind of feel of it, and then we can progress from there. But this is the final look. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.